For 5 years, I was the perfect husband to my amnesiac wife. Then I found her secret diary and learned she faked it all to hide the affair that put my father in his grave. My alarm goes off at 6 a.m. every single day. Before the sun is even up, I'm already in the kitchen, counting out Alara's pills into a small plastic cup. The blue one for her mood, the white one for cognitive support, the yellow one for, well, I'm not even sure what the yellow one is for anymore. All I know is that they are part of the ritual, the delicate architecture of the life we've built since the accident 5 years ago. I bring the pills to our bedroom with a glass of water and sit on the edge of the bed. She's usually still asleep, her dark hair fanned out across the pillow, looking just like the woman I married. For a moment, it's easy to forget. It's easy to pretend that if I just wait another minute, she'll open her eyes, smile, and say my name, but she never does. I gently shake her shoulder. Alara, honey, it's time to wake up. Her eyes flutter open, and for a split second, there's nothing but confusion. Then the fear creeps in. The same fear I see every morning. The fear of waking up next to a stranger in a house she doesn't recognize. It's okay, I say softly, offering her the same patient smile I've perfected over thousands of mornings. You're safe. My name is Liam. I'm your husband. She looks at me, then at the wedding photo on our nightstand, her mind trying to connect the dots that were erased 5 years ago. I had to quit my office job, of course. Now I work from a small desk in the corner of our living room, tapping away at a keyboard on data entry contracts that barely pay the bills. But it allows me to be here, to make her lunch, to remind her where the bathroom is when she gets disoriented, to be ready for the moments the doctors call episodes, when the panic sets in, and she doesn't know who or where she is. Our friends? Well, my friends, they call me a saint. They bring over casseroles and tell me how strong I am. They look at Alara with such pity in their eyes. This beautiful, fragile woman who seems so lost. I don't know how you do it, man, my friend Mark told me last week, his voice full of awe. I just shrugged. You do what you have to do. Some evenings, we sit on the couch and I pull out the old photo albums. I point to a picture of us in Paris, standing in front of the Eiffel Tower. See? This was our honeymoon, I say, my voice cheerful. You were so happy. You kept trying to speak French to the waiters, but you only knew how to order cheese. She'll smile, a faint, sad smile, and trace her finger over the glossy photograph. I wish I could remember, she whispers, her eyes filling with tears. I feel like such a burden to you, Liam. I always pull her close and tell her she's not a burden, that I'm here for her, that I'll wait for as long as it takes for her to come back to me. Some days were harder than others, of course. There were days the repetition felt like a prison. Days I'd look at her and feel this profound, aching grief for the woman I'd lost, the one who shared my jokes and knew my secrets. But I had made a vow, in sickness and in health. This was my sickness to bear, and her health to regain. And so I kept going, day after day, year after year, holding on to the hope that one day she would finally remember. At least that's what I told myself, until I found the box that proved my entire life was a lie. It was a Tuesday afternoon, one of those quiet, unremarkable days that had come to define my life. Alara was napping on the couch, the television humming softly with some old black and white movie she liked. I decided to finally tackle the hall closet, a project I'd been putting off for months. I was looking for an old car insurance policy, some document from years ago that the bank now needed for a refinancing application. The closet smelled of mothballs and forgotten memories. I pulled down stacks of old towels, a box of my college textbooks, and then my hand hit something solid under a pile of my old winter blankets. It was a wooden box, not large, but heavy. The wood was dark, maybe cherry, with a simple brass latch. I stared at it for a long moment. I had never seen this box before in my life. In the 5 years since her accident, I had gone through every single item in this house, organizing, cleaning, trying to build a world for her that was simple and uncluttered. But this was new. A person with amnesia doesn't have secrets. They don't have hidden things. Their past is a blank slate, and their present is whatever you build for them. So where did this come from? Don't stop here. Full story continues on the channel. Link below.